Hey, I'm Ted. Welcome to another Skoolie conversion video. In today's video, I have no idea what we're going to do. So we've reached a point in the build, and I'm sure many of you have been here, that kind of the point where, geez, not exactly sure what to tackle next. It's Sunday, and so don't have a ton of time. Then it's dark early and after work, so kind of puts a damper on some of the work we can do. So I honestly kind of spent the morning, edited some other stuff, did some writing, watched some of you guys' videos, and so now it's, I don't know, 10 o'clock, and it's like, for me it feels like the day's half over, and like, what am I actually going to accomplish today? So I'm not exactly sure. But I also learned that I think sometimes just to get started doing stuff, and rather than kind of being completely hopelessly lost, which happens a lot, sometimes just getting started doing stuff and accomplishing things is a good step. So let's take a look at our options. So with many of the major things, I guess, done, I would say, like I said, I've got electrical stuff, I've got water, I've got heat, I've got I've got a stove, I've got all the things that are critical at this point. And so now I kind of start plugging away, and so I thought maybe I will start in the front of the bus and kind of work my way back as much as I can. I know at one point I still got to finish insulating the garage, and I really want to do that fairly soon, just because it'll help keep the bus warmer if I'm working out here. But I don't really have all the insulation I need on hand, and rather than spend 2 hours going to town and coming back, I think I'll just sort of plug away what I got. So one area that I have to deal with is this front heater that's over near the door. Like I said, I just finished the door a couple weeks ago, finished the stairs, and so I've got to do something with this area here. I want to keep this defroster heater because, one, it does actually crank out some heat, and it's good when you're driving, and it'll keep this area of the bus sort of defrosted, the windows, so I can see. So I definitely want to keep it. And I don't know, there was a little duct up here that I don't necessarily think it's critical. I think the ducts I have below are enough. So I'm thinking about turning this into some sort of storage space. And so I have to figure out how I can build a little cabinet to hold this in place and give myself a little storage here. But I still need to have access to it in case I need to replace this windshield wiper motor at some point. So that's where the sposing comes in. You guys know me. I can't always see it ahead of time. I have to just kind of start building and see what happens. So I think maybe maybe we'll tackle that today. So I'm pretty sure I want some insulation behind here. But I don't have a ton of room, because if I put too much, it bumps this heater out. So I think a half inch, the half inch I used on the sides of the wall here, might be appropriate there too. But I got the curve to deal with, so I think I'll measure this and then maybe score it and kind of try to snap it into that curve, see if that works. I don't know if it will. Looks like 20 by 24 3/4 will work. I'm just going to score this down the side, kind of like down the back side. So hopefully I can snap it a little bit and it'll fit that curve. I don't know if it's going to work. Try it. Well, I've been trying to build around this thing. I decided actually I'm going to build a frame and then try to put some finished pieces to the frame and a shelf, I guess. I don't know. This isn't a high confidence project. This is the piece that originally went there, kind of like that. And I guess it's not terrible, but I don't really like it. I don't think I really need that much defrost on that side. But I think in order to get that in there, I'm going to have to take the whole thing out, which means removing these heater line hoses and then cutting these wires and re-putting them together. So I guess that's what I'm going to have to do. So if I remember correctly, getting the other heater hoses, these were like glued on, and I got a bucket to try to capture all the antifreeze that's going to come flying out of here. So Yeah, these are a real pain to get off. I think the other ones I just cut them off, but I don't give myself that much hose if I cut them. So yeah, I managed to get the hoses off after just reefing on them for about 20 minutes and made a mess like I knew I would. And now I can't fit this in there. I thought I might be able to sneak it past this little flange on the right hand side, but I can't. So I gotta take it apart and see if I can assemble it in there. Yeah, this is one of those projects that's just a kind of a royal pain. Probably better off just throwing that thing in there and being done with it, but I'm too stubborn sometimes. Which now my drill won't fit in there. Have to go get the short bit. Yeah, it's one of those days. And that bit won't reach. Try this thing. Handy every once in a while. Kind of flexible. I guess now we'll see if we can build this in place. Alright, it's been a slow, tedious, frustrating process, which I didn't really film that much of because it was really boring. It's boring to me. I got the frame in, I got the heater in, I got the heater hooked back up. So I'm gonna hook up these wires, and I think that's gonna call it a day. And I'll come back and I'll just build the basically the trim work and build some sort of little box and put that in, but it's getting late for today. So I do have, like I said, I did the video a couple weeks ago on these little heat shrink connectors, which I think are pretty good, so I'm going to use them here too. Put that in, so we got, let's see, the brown wire. Let's push the two wires together inside that. Alright, back. Had a bit of a hiatus from this project while we lost power for 5 days, so trying to get back in the swing of things. So I'm not exactly sure where we left off. But I have these pieces here, and I'm pretty sure that they fit in the corner of the bus there, and so now I have to cut the riser. I'm going to go kind of like that, set them on top. And so I got to cut all these funky angles, and so this is the main angle there. And so for each of these pieces, so I take this angle, which is about 50, I guess, and then I divide it in two for two different angles, and it will equal the same, and hopefully it'll meet in the middle there. So this is my stock. It's already ripped down to width, so let's calculate the lengths of them. We'll cut them on the angles and hopefully put it all together. Alright, that looks pretty good. I'm gonna go in there like that. Oh, I need one more piece. Go there. I'm gonna take it out to the bus. Kind of juggling just to make sure it fits. It didn't fit. There's this little piece in the back that extends down that I didn't see, so I made a little mark here, the height, and I'm gonna have to trim them all down again. Alright, now we're going to glue and nail it together. Alright, I built this template to go on the side of that heater, so we're going to trace it out on this. I don't know what I had this for. I think it actually was the back of an old dresser once I had at one point. Again, pack rat scores again. So we're going to trace this template on this and put it sort of in the middle so I can miss some of the holes and whatnot. Alright, let's see if it fits. Alright, now I'm going to make the face frame for this, so I drew out all my fancy architecture designs. So see if we can build it. So in order to get this face frame to sit flush up against a little box, because the sheet metal from the heater kind of sticks out, I got to cut some reliefs in the bottom of these so it'll fit flush. This is one of those projects. So with the box in there now, I don't have enough lower clearance to fit this underneath that lip. No. So I've got to hopefully unscrew the dash just enough to lift it up a little bit to get under there. This is where you're going to be super careful that I don't break anything. I need another hand. I don't have another hand to work with. Disaster averted. So this piece too is kind of pine, and I didn't have a piece of oak that would match that, plus it was pretty thick. So I put a bunch of stains on the back and tried to pick the one that matched it the most, and this is the one I came up with, so I guess that'll work. Alright, so that project was kind of a pain. I'm not sure if I'd do it all over again. If I do it that way, I might just box the whole thing up and cover it up, because this is all the storage space I got, and I may put a little rail that sort of matches my live edge up there across that. And I don't even know what I'm going to put in there, but it looks kind of cool. It kind of matches everything, so I guess I'm not sure if it's worth 2 days of labor, but anyway, there it is. So I guess the next thing is to build just a little, this one should be a lot easier to do. I'm just going to build a little shelf or something in there, probably just a basket to throw shoes in, so that should be significantly easier than this was, but as you know, there's no such thing as a simple project. So I don't know, I might add to this video, or I might just print it as it is, and we'll see how it goes. But if this is it, I'd say appreciate you watching. Like, subscribe, do those things you do. I certainly appreciate it, and see you next time. Thanks for watching.